What will be will be. So yeah, so when you're ready, take it nice and steadily out, and we'll start off there. I don't know where I've put my glasses. I definitely had them a minute ago.
Or else it will keep on.
Yeah, you don't want that to keep vibrating. I must have taken. You know, I've put them in. I'm sure I had them on my head. We'll come. Oh, there they are in the middle. I can see them.
Oh, they're there, yeah.
Oh dear. Well, that adds a bit of entertainment to the day. Ready when you are. Look at him taking the mick out of me, running. Okay. So I'll give you a little bit of time just to settle back in.
Okay.
And for us to just get out the yard. If you need me to shout louder, just say. Because the masks tend to cover up, muffle us a little bit.
1/4.
There you go, that'll do.
Without knocking over accidentally.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the biggest trouble I had. Accidentally knocking over.
Yeah, that'll be because it's just a soft gearbox.
Yeah.
Which suits a lot of people. You don't have wrist ache at the end of it. Okay, so nice and steadily out to the left. Once she gets warmed up a bit, the clutch and the gears will go a bit smoother as well. Beautiful. Yeah, let's things unfold a little bit, see where they stick themselves.
Really?
That's it, just push over a little bit. If you need to drop to your 3, you've always got your
Thank
3.
you, yeah. Follows really well, the trailer does.
It does, it's beautiful, isn't it? It's a really nice combination.
Well,
At the end of the road, turn left.
a lot of people have said, why are you doing your training in this kind?
Yep.
And, well, because it's familiar.
Well, for us, it's economical as well.
It's very familiar to what I'm used to, so that's nice.
Easy one. That's it. For a small company, for us, it's a lot more economical because the trailer and the lorry can be worked separately. So if we don't have somebody who wants an Arctic that week, this will run as a rigid.
Exactly, yeah.
So we don't ever have a lorry standing, if that makes sense.
Yeah. At the same time as well, this is the company that my company chose for me to train.
Yeah.
So
They've got a lot of drawbars as well, though, haven't they, at Case?
they have, but that tends to be the high abs,
Okay,
really, more so than they are. I mean, they're primarily Arctics,
yeah.
but they've got the drawbars on the high abs. That's all,
Okay, yeah.
really.
When you reach the end of the road, we're going to turn left, Hayley, okay?
Okay, okay.
So at the moment I'm picking up quite a natural free drive, which is nice. So what we've got to do is build on that.
At least you can never forget that indicator with that sound.
Because of the most horrific sound.
You're never going to forget that.
We did try to take it out when we first had the lorries because it drove us insane, but the lorry was not having any of it, so we had to put it all back together.
I'd say it wasn't a bad thing, really.
You'd be surprised how many people still forget it's on.
Even with that sound.
Yeah. Just with him like going to do what he did there, I'd have your hand crossing as well, Hayley, if we can. That's it. Lovely. You think, because when you're hand crossing, you do that probably in your rigid because you've got a nice forward flow into it. Just give it a couple more seconds because second enterprise is just sticking out of it. That's lovely. What the examiners want to see with your steering is nice smooth movements.
Yeah. A couple of times it all got.
If you're starting to do that, or you're starting to do that, it tends to mean it's going a bit faster than what you're capable of coping with.
Slow it down a bit.
Yeah, so just slow it down that pitch. Okay, when you reach your roundabout, we'll turn left first exit.
Okay.
And let's have a little look at your roundabouts. And we'll kind of tread on the path similar to what Bill did yesterday, just so I can get an idea of your drive.
Yeah, no problem. Where I am, I'm on the 5.
Good, nicely up to your 30 there, which is what the examiners want. They want to see you making the progress when you've got a nice open road. So far you're coming across like you've got a nice soft feel to your gears as well.
Yeah, they seem to be okay at the moment.
Yeah. We'll see how they go when we get into a little bit more of where you've got to think about things.
Yeah, yeah. That's when your mind slips then, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that's
And I
right,
think
yeah.
about the switcher again.
Again, it's the case of going into, well, bad habits I suppose is one thing, but also what your usual routine is. Your brain
Yeah.
automatically goes back to.
I mean, I've had the same truck for a year and a half.
Yeah.
So,
And that's the same for people coming in from cars.
exactly.
They're so used to their cars, and rightly so, they're in them every day. But it's about having to break a little bit of cycle. Okay, when you reach the next roundabout, turn right, second exit. Good, nicely done there, Hayley, nicely done. As you came into the roundabout, it was really nice there that as you were slowing down, you were using the brakes for your slowing and then applying the gear to match that speed. So we went from the 8 to the 6, yeah, and then you went from your 6 then down to your 4, which then went into your 2, because you'd still got a bit of momentum to keep that 2. And the gears were always going a little bit nicer when you've got a little bit of roll to them. But you have to match that speed up, which you did really nicely.
Thank you.
Okay, so at your roundabout we'll turn right. Third exit, please. quite nice there. I was almost thinking, I wonder if you were going to do 2 to the 3 and then to the 5. But as it is, it's pulled out fine. And the main thing that you've got to think that the examiner's looking for is consistency and comfort. And there, it flowed nice. It felt fine. Come backwards for your 6. There you go. 7 will do.
Well, I'm used to driving a 4x4 gearbox.
Yeah.
And I tend to work
In
2
blocks.
to 4 to 5.
Yeah.
That's my way. 2 to 4 to 5. That's my usual way.
And if that works for you, and we can apply that to this truck, that's great. Because the more that we can use of your natural drive, the easier it will be for you. Because that's what you'll naturally revert to each time.
Yeah.
Okay, so I believe, oh, do you know what? Should we go and get fuel? Let's just go and get fuel. Left at your roundabout, please. We'll go into BP and we'll pick up there.
Okay.
We may as well get it done and then the job is done, isn't it?
Which side's the tank? Yours?
It's your side. Yep. Occasionally you get a U-turn up.
Okay. Start again.
Lovely. They're the odd ones that will catch a good driver out, is when you get the odd
Yeah.
U-turn.
Seen the indicator and thought, I'm still rolling.
Yeah.
And then thought, okay.
We'll turn left into here. I'll just put enough in to get us around where we need to go and we can find somewhere a bit cheaper later.
Okay.
So here will do for now. And we go over to the very far tanks.
On the very end over there.
Yep, number 10.
Want me to leave it
Just
on the
a
kink?
little bit forwards, further forwards. Yeah, the kink will be fine. That'll do. Beautiful.
Yeah,
Beautiful. Perfect. That'll do, mate.
I'm braking.
Right. Right, ready when you are. There's always somebody parked in our place, but never mind.
Never mind.
So just watch for your bend as you come out.
Yep.
Nice blind spot there, well done. Well done, well done. Lovely, and obviously we have to go to the left, so.
You'd hope that I'd notice that. Would you need a signal in a case like this where there's no other choice?
I'll just let you concentrate a sec and then
I'm just wondering whether to try the left lane. I'm not sure how wide I'm going to need.
you only need just a pinch of it because you've got quite a wide duck away of the curb here, so you won't need too much of your right lane. Oh. That's it, that'll do.
I've got enough space,
Yeah.
haven't I?
Yeah, you've got loads of room.
We're all right, yeah.
Nicely done, yeah. Nice. So we'll carry straight on and someone else.
Maybe you're just irritable. You never know.
Possibly. Okay, at your roundabout, a U-turn, please. So we're going to come back up the dual carriageway. The bird poo on the windscreen irritates me, so.
Rightly so.
Just check your left mirror. Ah, that's it. There you go. Lovely.
Sorry, Billy.
What are you apologising for?
Sorry,
Oh.
Billy. That was Cyrus.
No, well. I like it up to 20, I do. I like, go on, get it on. There you go, beautiful. Makes the engine work, it's good. Wonderful. Take the next road on the left, please. Good, nice mirrors there. Nice that you're using them equally.
No, I think
Yeah,
five
five's
will be better.
beautiful. Beautiful gear. Keep that flow.
Oh, I'm not in. I am now.
Lovely. And pull up safe along here. Let's have a look at the pull up safes that you're doing with Billy. Okay, so we try and keep to a general routine. So
Yeah.
as soon as you've stopped, handbrake on first, then your neutral, knock over, then your cancel of your signal.
Okay.
Let's try and think you're working from the backwards forwards.
I knew there was a sequence.
Yeah.
That's why I stopped myself and thought, hold on a minute.
Yeah,
But
and
then, yeah.
we
wrong way.
keep it like that because what you've got to try and do is you've got to try and drill yourself into a routine of it. I know on your truck your handbrake's probably up here somewhere. So
Here, yeah.
So
And the gears are here, which is why you keep seeing me.
yeah. So beep beep. Not sure who that one is. Oh, it's Bickford. When you do you pull up as well, try and have just a little bit more gap just so that you can see the curve a little bit better. We try to do about 6 inches just as a general guide, so that's about half your drains width. Okay, let's see what your move away when safe's like.
It is a bit of a hill.
Totally fine. Not bad. And we'll take the next road on the right, please.
Not sure.
She would have gone nice in 5.
I'm not sure on the truck.
No, she'd have gone nice in 5.
No, for next time.
Yeah. 5's a really versatile gear for this truck. It works well.
Yeah.
So that's back into your 4. There's your 5, yeah.
I was talking about five.
Pull up somewhere safe. We'll have another pull up here. Try and get that. That's a lovely 6 inches there. We don't want no
Okay, yeah.
closer. Beautiful. Better. Good. And then cancel signal. Now you might remember from your last test, they're going to do several of these pull-up safes with you. They'll be on different gradients, they'll be on different, whether there's a bend or something, because what they're doing is they're looking to assess to see how well you judge that situation for a move away. Okay? Much better distance there on your pull-up safe, nice straight line. We can see clearly that you've not clipped the curb there, so we're not getting any fails on that. Okay, when you're ready, move on one sec. If she doesn't always go straight in, I sometimes give her like an extra pump of clutch.
Yeah. I'll just come out. Just don't know.
No, I'm happy with that unfolding. If you had more than one car coming towards you, then yeah, you could use it as a blocker.
Wasn't sure. You don't
Yeah.
know if they're usually they break their necks to get past you like that.
Just need to get that initial pull away just a little bit stronger.
Bit quicker.
Yep. But again, that'll come with a bit of practice and you get a bit more confidence on the road anyway. I won't worry too much about a can.
Never know.
Take the next road on the right, please.
When I ruin the tyres, I'm burn all the diesel.
Lovely. Check mirrors. Off you go. Good. So I'm going to guess that have Kay's got like eco driving systems in place, so you've got to stay on a certain amount of revs or anything.
What, like in general, or?
Yeah.
Oh, the wagon's limited.
Okay, alright.
Is that what you're asking? Or
No,
in
I'm just
general?
wondering if they give you, like some companies give you extra bonuses if you keep them under a certain
No.
level of, no, okay.
Nothing like that.
So what we need to do in a certain few places is just push her on a little bit more. Don't worry, edit this. Don't worry about Billy's fuel level. Push her on because
I'm
we
gonna
just
leave that in.
we just need to feel a little bit more that you're getting somewhere with her, okay?
I understand. Now,
So that's just a little feeling that I'm getting at the moment. When we get onto like a good bit of road, those examiners are going to want to see you pushing on a little bit and working the engine. At the end of the road, we'll turn left. Right. So now once you check those mirrors, let's get her working. dropping down? Can you
Which
see
one?
the curb all right in that one?
Yeah, I can see it, but I can see more of you,
I was
to be
going to
honest.
say I can see more of me. Oh, I don't really want to. There we go.
I'd say that was better.
Is that better? For some reason that just seems to be a bit low.
Don't tend to use that one so much, I don't know why.
I tend to use that one just as I'm coming in, just to get my nose right, and then I use that one as my lineup.
Always tend to use that one. Habit,
But yeah,
isn't
that
it?
one will just give you an idea of roughly where that curb is for that 6 inches on your approach. Okay, lovely. Did Billy discuss with you the other day about when you were doing your pull-up safe cycle lanes and rules of that?
Yeah, he said you can use a cycle lane 'cause it's a broken white line.
Correct, yeah. If it was a solid white line, would you use it? Correct, lovely. Okay. What made you think earlier that, oh, I'm going to carry on going a little bit further, I'm not going to pull up here? What made you change that mindset?
Just saw there was quite a few cars parked on the other side.
Okay, yeah.
And I wondered whether it'd be wide enough without a struggle for another passing large vehicle.
Yeah, okay, fair
And then-
fair enough thought, yeah.
Then we
okay.
came to the bend and the cemetery entrance, and I thought, I'm just going to wait till it straightens up.
Okay, yeah,
And I
and
could-
where you are, you're absolutely fine here, so that's absolutely fine. The road is quite wide, as you can see, so we do have quite a bit of space for everybody to be getting past us. Did Billy explain to you that some of the pull-up safes are going to be controlled stops, where the examiner will say to you, pull up by the black bin, pull up by the tree, pull up by the hedge? They'll give you a pinpoint. Did he explain that to you?
No, but he did say pull up next to a tree.
Yeah, so that's what they call a controlled stop. So if the examiner says that to you, do what they're telling you,
Aim for that.
because they're doing it for a specific reason. It might be that they want to test to see how you are on pulling away from a bend, from a junction. Yeah.
Yep.
Don't think that they're trying to catch you out. That's quite normal. Okay. They also can give you your choice of pull-up safe, which is what I've just done there. And what you want to try and think is, when they do ask you that, it's because they've already got somewhere in their head that there's a place that's suitable, okay? So don't feel that you have to drag it on or think that they're trying to catch you out. What I tend to do is I tend to play a bit of a game with my students where, you know, if you've got, I think it's Google Maps, or it could be an iPhone app that my husband uses, where you drop a pinpoint on your map.
That's it, street view.
There we go, that'll do. So we've got one of those, so you drop the pinpoint and that's where you're aiming for. That's what you want to kind of think when you do your pull-up safes. If they say to you, find somewhere to pull up safe, imagine that you're throwing that pinpoint or that dart, and that's where you've got to stop at. So you could use, for example, the tree as a marker, you could use the next lamppost as a marker, you could use the cycle lane post as a marker, heck, you could use the drain as a marker. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Because what that will do, it allows you to scan the road up ahead, and you will aim for that point. Then you will aim your braking accordingly to it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So take, for example, if you were coming up to a give way line, you've got the white lines in front of you, you know you've got to have stopped by the time you get to that give way line, or you've got to be at a speed that enables you to look to see what's happening around you. You're not stopping 2 metres before it.
Yeah.
And that is exactly what dropping that pinpoint will do on that pull-up safe. Also, what that is doing is that is also giving body language to the examiner, and he should be able to then basically pick up where it is that you're going to be stopping. He'll be able to read your mind with it. So it gives them a little bit of comfort, because they'll be like, I can see what she's doing here. She's bringing the speed down. That's looking quite nice. And she's going to stop at the tree. Oh, look at that. She's stopped at the tree. Yeah, okay. And if you don't stop at the tree, they'll then be thinking, well, that's strange. Everything was telling me she was going to stop at the tree. Why has she carried on going? Why are we still going another 2 lampposts later? Because then it gets dragged on. Yeah? Happy with that?
What I aimed for there was after the junction but before the bend.
Yeah, try and be a bit, which is perfectly
more
fine.
specific.
Try and be a little bit more specific with your front end.
Okay.
Because that will just tidy you up a little bit, and it can be absolutely anything, because what it'll do is it'll make you read that road further ahead a bit and assess things a little bit more pinpoint. We're going to have practice at that now.
Okay.
And see how you go at pinpoint, see how pinpointing works for you.
All right.
Ready? Move on when safe. Let's have a go.
Have a go.
Good?
A bit quicker this time.
Yeah. nose level with the controlled stop of what they've asked. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. So Billy did some uphill starts with you. May well have been this
One,
hill.
yes. No, it wasn't this one.
Oh, this is a cracker of a hill, this is.
It is.
Because this is such a continuous hill, we do have to stay in the low range for it. And you don't want to go into your high range until you've reached your brow. So when you're ready, let's see what your hill starts like. Good, lovely. Again, nice and forward, getting into it. I just leave her there now. Don't go above your 20 revs. It's just a case of looking after her as you get her up the hill.
Yep. Gets steeper, doesn't it?
Yeah, the time it takes for you to do a knock over, the water
You're
is
losing,
already
yeah.
starting to pull you backwards.
Yeah. Used to have that trouble on my little 125cc motorbike.
Oh, she
Soon
used
as
to go
you see
backwards
the
down
hill,
the
that was
hill.
it. Yeah. If you took it out of third to try and get fourth, you was back to square one.
There we go, beautiful. There's your knock.
There we go.
Fabulous, lovely. That went nice, nice and controlled, no rollbacks, which is what they're looking for. Okay, find somewhere to pull up safe, so have a go at throwing your pinpoint. I'm happy enough with where we are here, that's fine. I'm going to guess that, well, either your pinpoint was the lamppost or it was the end of this drive.
Lamppost.
The lamppost,
But then
super.
I was thinking, am I in trouble because I'm blocking a sign?
No, because there's going to be loads of signs, and because of the size of us as well. I mean, if you were doing a delivery to one of these houses, you do want to try and get as close as you can to the property that you've got to deliver to. I wouldn't worry too much about that. If it was a bus stop, yes, we'd be having an issue with it. But we've cleared the bus stop, yeah. Regards people's drives, what's Billy told you to do regarding that? Has he said nothing, no?
Nothing, but I know you can block them temporarily, but
Yeah.
try not to.
Absolutely. Try
Yeah.
and reduce the amount that
Yeah.
you block. Now, me personally, as we were coming along there, I was thinking, I was expecting you to stop a bit earlier on one of the bigger, wider stretches of raised curb, because it felt in control enough
Yeah.
for you to have stopped that bit sooner. And then I did think to myself, oh no, we're going on another curb. Oh, we're going on another curb. But I felt you were in control enough to have stopped a bit sooner.
I was watching the bus stop behind.
Well, if you have a little look where that bus stop is, that's the other side of the road.
No, there isn't. There's one this side. That's what I was looking for. There's one on this side. And when you said pull over,
No, as in the other side of the junction. As in the one that's on this side on the left.
our side, yeah.
Yeah, so you've got the bus stop, then you've
Yeah.
got the junction.
I thought, I don't want to stop on the bus stop.
Yep, definitely. You don't want to stop on the bus stop. I'll
Then
give
I
you that.
seen that there's a road.
Yep,
I
so we
thought,
have to
"Whoa."
clear the junction. Do
Clear
you know
the
how
junction.
far we have to be from a junction?
It's 10 metres, is it?
10 metres, yeah. So 10 metres is like, well, half this lorry. So as long as we've got half a lorry, we can then stop.
Yep.
So that's why I'm saying we could have stopped just that little bit sooner.
I understand.
Yeah. Because we want it to be like a progressive stop if we can. But here is absolutely fine. I haven't got a problem with it, neither with the examiners. When you're ready, move on when safe.
A bit too quick.
No, it's still going, it's good. Right at your roundabout. the roundabout, straight on, and then as soon as you've exited the roundabout, find somewhere to pull up safe. Straight after the exit of the roundabout, nice and controlled. When you're ready, move on when safe. At the roundabout, turn left, please. Well done. Line out there. At the one-way system, we're going to take the first left, please.
You mean there?
So we're coming back on ourselves. We've got a little bit of kink sticking out, but that's going to be natural because you're coming out of a parked vehicle. So what I'm asking you to do is find places a little bit quicker that are a little bit more challenging to think about getting into. When you're ready, move on when safe. She definitely knocked over. She's still in high.
Did knock over. Knock it over.
Yeah, I was going to say give it a fresh knock and then try again. Fresh clutch.
Okay. You can fly me up. What you doing, person?
And at the roundabout, straight on. So we should be able to get through there because he's on the other side.
Gotta watch.
I was going to say it's just watching
gonna
what's.
come this way,
Yeah, that's right.
I'm just gonna wait for it.
come in and we'll just start to ease
I
out.
don't want someone to come flying past me, you
Yeah.
see. And into him.
And take your next road on the left, please, just where the silver cars come out of. By getting past him, it just gives him a little less pressure.
Yeah, but I didn't want somebody to come thinking, why is the lorry in the
Yeah,
middle of the road? They come
absolutely, yeah.
flying down and frying him.
Yeah, and they would. Okay, pull up safe about a car length behind the blue car, the bluey silver car, about a car length away from it.
So when you start questioning your head, which kind of car?
Am I doing a course? Am I doing a limousine? That's a lovely distance there. If they did want you to get a bit closer, they'd just say to you, a little bit
Yeah.
closer for me, please. Just cancel your signal off there, lovely. One of these exercises, you might remember it from when you did your rigid test. They'll ask you to pull up behind an obstacle, and then what they want to do is then watch your mirrors, your checks for your move away safe, because you're going onto the other side of the road, so while you're observing the oncoming traffic. In this instance here, we've also got the added problems of the junctions behind you. So you've also got to keep an eye on what is coming out of those in your mirrors, as well as what is coming towards you as well. Okay, so when you're ready, move on when safe.
The learner did it then. Oh, we've all been there. Reverse around the corner and parallel park I had on my driving test.
Well, I'll show my age. I had a 3-point turn in the road, straight on at the roundabout, please.
I practiced thousands of them and never got one.
Lovely, lovely. And pull up somewhere safe, please. Your pull-up safes are better when you've got a shorter space to do it in, because you're instantly going, right, okay, where is it, I'm going to get it, and they feel a lot more, yes, that's it, I'm going to do it. When you've got that bigger bit of space there, I feel that you were running along a little bit more. There's nothing terrible about
That's
running
when you
along.
start to think.
You question it,
Hold
yeah.
on. What have we got here?
That's
Stop,
right.
stop there or where here is quick, there's a junction.
That's it, yeah, and that's, like I say, they will have already have thought, that's where I want to stop, because the examiners are reading the road as far ahead as like your roundabouts already. So they're already looking, thinking, well, we can't stop there, we can't stop there, can't stop there. So they'll already have a pinpoint that they've dropped in their head, and they'll be thinking, why didn't they pick that pinpoint? So,
Quick question, if
Yes.
you did run on a bit longer,
yes.
like next to the cemetery,
Yes.
in that case, would you pick up a minor for that or?
Not necessarily. I mean, if you did it, because don't forget they're going to do a few with you. They're going to do, because they want to get an overall picture. So they do between 3 to 5.
If you consistently did it.
If you consistently
Yeah, okay.
did it, then they'd probably be going, why are you taking so long to pull up? So if you do the odd one, again the same thing, if you come in a little bit close to the left side, they'll look at it and they'll go, I'll assess the next couple and see what they're like, because they get an overall picture of it. But as a general rule of thumb, once they've said it to you, you've kind of got to think, they've spotted somewhere, they've dropped a pin, where's the pin gone? But yeah, there's nothing wrong with what you've done there. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
I say that a lot. Does that make sense? Does that make sense?
it makes sense. Now, I was a teacher, I used to say that a lot. Does that make sense?
Oh,
And then I go, are you sure?
I've got a German pen pal, and when I went to Germany to go and visit her years ago, when we were in the English lesson, they asked me to do a talk on where I lived for the German people to listen to.
Okay.
And then at the end they said, "Oh, would anybody like to ask Francis any questions?" And one girl said, "Do you know what I mean a lot in England? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean?" So even going back all those years ago, I said it a lot. Right, when you're ready, move on when safe, and we're going to move away from this area and we're going to start doing some dual carriageway, and we're going to go and find some ring road work to do.
I know what you mean.
You know what I mean. Do you know, I don't have enough people say that to me, and then I might say it less. I know what you mean.
I think I'm going to go for 4 here.
Yeah, I think so too.
That's what I'd do.
So why would you do that?
Just around the hill.
Downhill, yeah, absolutely.
Don't you dare.
At your roundabout, turn left.
Can't really see.
So before we get to the next roundabout, just explain to me, you're saying you're on the downhill, so why do you use that 4th gear? What's the reasoning for that?
Well, otherwise you're just going to be that quick trying to change.
Basically, yeah, because you are on the downhill, the weight of the lorry is going to push you down faster. So if you're in the 2nd gear, when you come off your clutch, you're likely going to get a headbutt of the window because of the ratio of the gear. Does that make sense?
Or
Whereas the 4th gives you a lot more forward movement.
you'll just go forward and then you run out.
That's it.
That's
Just tickle her up a little bit more, see if you can just get her pulling a bit more up the hill. That's better. Because you did your block of your 5 to 7, that uphill was then not helping her a little bit. That's why she sounds a bit grumbly.
we did it.
Yeah. So again, a very popular area of test route. This is linking us up to the main dual carriageway areas.
Busy road.
Yeah, it is.
Maybe if we get
There's
somebody
your
right
rating in,
now.
there you go. Not too bad yet.
That's the problem I had last time.
A little bit hesitant.
Failed by class 2.
Yeah.
Somebody, well, he didn't fail me on that, but he commented on it.
Okay.
That I was a bit. I went
Hesitant
and there
going
was a
into-
car there,
Oh, okay.
and he said you were expected
Straight
to
on
wait.
at your roundabout.
And I
Oh,
thought, yeah,
okay.
but if you wait, then you pick up a minor for hesitating.
It's a
No,
very
you can't
fine
win.
line. It's a fine line.
And then when I got home, I thought to myself, what would you rather have? A fail or a minor for
Yeah.
hesitating? Oh, I thought it was coming this way.
Oh, that one is coming this way. That's how quick it can change, though. It can be such a very quick change.
Well,
Yep.
in that
Your left
situation,
side.
what would happen?
It's very possible they'd probably fail you for it because you've gone over your line. Even though you had made the stop.
That's harsh.
Yeah. showing of lanes, Hayley, wasn't it? Your general position with the trailer in your lanes and your roundabouts are really nice. You fit to it really well. Okay, straight bit of road. Go, go, go. Use Billy's diesel.
Sorry, Billy. Wasn't me, you can see on the film.
Yeah, it's me. I'll take the blame.
Cut that out.
No, he knows I like to use his diesel. Because when you get the straights, you've got to show them that forwardness, because then you can rein it back for when you get to the roundabouts like now, and then that will give you more time to try and keep momentum, which will help you get into it.
Like you said, it's a fine line.
Yeah, so there we go, look at that, that's a beautiful opening. See if you can keep it going. Yeah? See how we're just losing that little bit of opening that we've got there?
I was unsure whether he was going to turn. You never know with him.